So for me, well, like, I try not to even, I hate using the term sometimes when I'm talking to students, because I think obviously it has all of its connotations connected with when I say character, right? Automatically it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. You don't need to lose an eye. Versus like when I have a conversation, our first period of time that we're
Mhm.
working, it's really, again, like you were saying, it's all self-exploration,
Take
right?
us in. Give us a little insight how you usually would kind of.
Sure. So I'll start with going, and let's just do the exercise. So, and you'll probably catch this a lot faster, but who are you?
I'm a creator.
That's great. Um, is that physical? Is that energetic? What does that mean?
That's
Who are you?
energetic in its origin and physical and the expression.
Okay. So would you, if you had to explain yourself to someone, you would just say, I'm a creator.
I'm a creator of great entertainment.
Okay. Um, and do you believe that you are the creator or you are the creation?
I'm actually the conduit, but since I give a face and a shape to the original information, you could say that I'm a co-creator.
All right. We're both a little advanced and this is not going to work on you.
Too
But
much.
my point is, you're doing great. You're doing great. So when I usually start, it's,
Yeah.
I'm Dean West. Okay, cool. We got your name. So who are you? Uh, I'm, I'm a doctor. Okay, great. That's what you do. Who are you? I'm a guy. Okay, great. Who are you? I'm my skin. Okay, that changes all day. So who
Hmm.
are you? I'm my bones. Okay. Every 7 years, new cells switched out. Who are you? I'm my thoughts. Are you? Do you think the same since you were a kid? Okay. No. I am. Oh, stop right there. Say it again. I am. Good. Leave it blank. Because if
Nice.
you can start with that I am, right? If you can
Right.
find that source that you are, that awareness that I am connected. And again, like you said, I'm just the conduit. I'm just this connection of a new source experiencing this cray cray
Yes.
with this current source, right? So once we can get to that, then I can also help you understand that you don't need the characters. And there is a tad bit of an escape once you're in it, but not really, because you're not escaping, right? We're really going deeper.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what character you play. I don't care if it's a child molester or a killer.
Mm-hmm.
It's you.
Mm-hmm.
It's in you now. It's there. You just haven't went, cool, hey man, you can come out the closet. People aren't scared of you anymore. Right now, we're all just, no, put that motherfucker back where he's at. We don't want to meet him. He's freaky, and all of your 5 main friends over your past however many years have told you, keep that guy out of here. No one likes him. Don't be that way. We don't like that either. Please don't make that kind of joke. People don't like that either. So you're constantly, continually becoming what your friends want you to be
Right.
versus finding that source. And I
Yeah.
think if you put the right stipulations, anybody is a killer.
Oh, yeah.
So there's no reason to necessarily dive outside to find the character when reality is they're all there.
I
You
agree.
just haven't given them that light yet.
100%. I also say to people, stop saying, I have to think outside of the box. And I just there. If you think outside of the box,
Mm-hmm.
you can't imagine something that you don't know what it is. You don't know if it's there
Correct.
in the first place. So don't think outside of the box. Think at the corner of the box. Think of the
I
think
like that.
edge of the box because you're still part of the game, but you have a totally different angle and you are special.
Sure.
You're holding a whole thing together, but you're not inside. So now you can start tinkering about a creative solution, how to get to that core.
Yeah.
That's
So
so, yes, please.
so I write and produce. I get that whole let's create outside the box, but we know that this sells. We know that it has to have this. We know these tent poles have to be here, and we know this has to be here. If not, it's not going to work. We're not going to sell it, and we're just going to have a crap film. So why don't we understand the box and create brand new stuff within it,
Mm-hmm,
because there's plenty left,
mm-hmm,
infinitely more left.
mm-hmm.
So let's just start tapping into what those things are instead of going, we need to get outside the box, because you don't know what's out there. How do you know? Right?
We are twins, I guess, because one of my, no, no, it's really, it's creepy, but beautiful. One of our older videos is also acting on 3, and I believe in the force of the triangle. I think the triangular forces, once you kind of tapped into that and realize how the triangle is constructed, how you can use it even for acting purposes. And it always starts with I am in my lessons too. You know, I am, and that's Brahma. That's resonant. That's the
Absolutely.
first frequency, right? That's one of the codes that kind of unboxes life in itself. So once you start with that and you start to see, okay, I'm the base of this triangle that is filled with my intention and needs to go to my relationship that I want to, you know, I want to have a conversation, a conflict, whatever with right now in this scene, in this behavior, in this imagined life. So everything I need to do is to put everything I got into this triangle, make it work, make that force work, because I will get a reaction. If I do everything right, if I structure, like you said, everything in the right manner, and it has the right foundation to it, I will get a reaction. And once I get the reaction, right, there is Tao, and then there's Yin, there is Yang, and out of Yin and Yang, billions of possibilities we can derive from, billions possibilities can emerge. So once I get that reaction, the scene will start, your life will start.
And I think that's kind of the thing, right? So like built into that moment before, where most people would just say, okay, my moment before, where was I, where am I, what do I want, right?
Right.
And then their where was I was like, okay, well, I was just about to come into the room. Hold on.
Powerful. Yeah, we can do a lot with that information. Bravo. Right.
And then it's like, hold on. So you're telling me this human being that has all kinds of life. Let's start with this. When you came into my room, you sat down and complained about 5 minutes worth of bullshit.
Right.
But that character was just outside the room? Fuck. He must be bored as hell living in this life.
There is nothing happening in his life, I guess.
So I'm like, where does that really go? Because to me, if each scene has a different entity that we're really kind of, you know, battling with at that point, depending on where we're at in the script, right? If I can take that moment before and what my actual where I was involves those things that were close enough to get reactive within the scene,
right?
That's where that triangle exists. Let me put those 3 things in place. My dad was an asshole. He was a drunk, and I dealt with this. And I really want the safety that I never got as a kid. Right?
Now we got something specific you can work with.
Now you enter the room with life being lived and memories, right? And that's one of the things that I like to play with a lot is like, you know, yes, I always say that the character work, the technical breakdown is intellectual. The rest of it,
it's passional, right? You got a rationalized process, and then you got the emotional process.
Yep.
And you have
it all becomes subconscious if you've done the work right. So in my story of, you know, the circumstances of, because in reality, like we were saying, the only thing difference between you and this character is what they've lived through during their life. There's nothing, you could be that. All you had to do was grow up the way they did. No difference. Same back with religion, right? So let's take those stories that you understand now is their circumstances and find the actual memories that you can allow yourself to live through mentally within inside of a little bit of a meditation, right? And that's why I love the meditation so much, because if I can get you to a point that you're like, woosah, let's let go a little bit, because now I can accept. I can't accept shit if my big square is full of so much of my own personal bullshit that I can't see past what you're giving me.
Square and triangle is a pretty powerful combination right there, by the way.
Love it. Love it. Because at the end of the day, right, this if you angle the triangle correctly inside that square, it's always going to be a different frequency. Different. And I think that's where those characters are at, right? We're just constantly tweaking.
That's why, you know, sometimes I have clients I know have everything they actually need, but they are just afraid of admitting that they have millions of possibilities. They want the stability. They prefer to have a mediocre output, but not to go into those, not to dive into those chambers, not opening up all those doors. And sometimes, you know, people just need the confidence that they can close those doors. If you do a very good prep, if you are right about yourself, if you know what you're all about, if you relax, like you say, like meditation, classical music, whatever it is that gives you that spiritual and inner comfort, you can open up as many doors as you want. Just make sure to kind of close them safely, keep the,
Yeah.
keep the key with you, have it always close to you. So don't be afraid, explore those possibilities.
That's my last additive is like, okay, so when you get home, you take that motherfucker and put him back in the closet because no one wants to meet him outside of set. They were right. He is an asshole. Put him back up.
Right.
And I think you're right. It's that.
Said something very similar.
Say again?
Yeah, Daniel Day-Lewis, he said something quite similar. He said, I don't want that character to run around in real life.
No. And I think that, people, I love it when stars get a bad rap. Because like, oh, no, I met him on blah, blah, blah. He was an asshole. You mean when he was playing an asshole?
Right. Maybe.
Kind of hard to judge him for that, right?
Maybe. I'm just saying.
He's playing a serial killer. I don't know that he was really worried about liking you that day.
Right.
And I think that's the thing. Like once we can allow ourselves to then tap in, and I think what you were saying is that the fear thing that rises in everyone, right? Because wait, you're saying I have to play a serial killer and I have to be okay with that? Well, that's really scary. I don't want to go there. I don't want to think about that. And sure, not everything we do in our work is fun. Let's get real.
Right.
There are days that you're going to be on set living over and over 20 to 30 different times of your mother passing away in a hospital bed.
Mm-hmm.
No one was sitting at home going, oh, I can't wait to be an actor and like watch my mom die.
20 times a day.
Nobody, from different points of view. No one said that, right?
And I'm sorry.